enough to win against Burner.
Yeah, that's true. This is a rough matchup for Sheik. But we have a lot of foxes in the state, and I think Will's very prepared for this matchup, and I think he knows what he needs to do. Patrick Turner also pretty good against a lot of like the floatier midweight characters like Peach and Sheik, and so this should be a good match.
I can't believe Justin Jones is up in the
They've struck the battlefield. I always consider this a mistake in the matchup. I feel like this is Sheik doesn't really have a stage that she is super favored on in this matchup, but if there is one, it's definitely battlefield. I don't think that Sheik is ever upset going to this stage, and I think as a fox, you can force them to go to Fountain of Dreams or Yoshi's, and going to battlefield is this a mistake because she could just take game one because they're comfortable on the stage.
Sheik's best stage, according to Justin Joe. Chance saying, no matter how many times you take me here, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm always feeling good. I will lose on this stage and immediately go back to it because I feel like it's the best stage for a Sheik.
So, there's a common trend in the scene of people saying, hey, you want to just start Battlefield? I know a lot of people do it, and I normally agree with it because I don't want to strike.
Yeah.
Striking sucks. Or at least I want to be easy. So being an easy guy makes people like me.
And I think in most matchups, you're just going to end up on this stage anyways, right? But I think people are so used to just going to Battlefield first that they don't sit and think about what other options they have. And it leads to you playing a Sheik on Battlefield game one when this is really supposed to be their counter pick.
Yeah.
But Patrick Turner,
he's holding
the lead. But Will's got a tech chase going on. This could be killer %. Will has the flowchart down, messes up some jabs, but quickly cleans it up.
Justin's making it back all day. He doesn't die here. Okay,
Will misspaced the back air, a little late on the fair. And
I said Justin.
Yeah, he did say Justin.
I got Justin Jones. Burner.
Will cleans up the stock with not much mishap off the miss edge guard.
Okay, so Burner is kind of burning a fucking fire right now. But I don't... Whenever this happens, I feel bad.
Yeah, well, it's a very rough situation because as the fox, you're just relying on Sheik messing up. If they perform correctly, it's a very hard tech chase to do. But if they are on their shit and they're doing it and you're not ready, you're just going to take a lot of %, and there's really nothing that you did wrong there except get grabbed once.
Sometimes I feel like, like the first stock happens or whatever, and then you just start picking them out. You know what I mean? You're just like, okay.
Yeah, especially these guys' first pulled matches of the day. Not everyone's warmed up. You maybe didn't get enough friendlies in before bracket. You have a little bit of tournament nerves, but as the tournament progresses, as you play a little bit more, you get comfortable, and that's where people like Will shine.
Just throwing out an up smash probably should be something else. I just thought Will was going to drop down.
He cleans up the second stock here, but he's got 2 fresh stocks to go, and he's at pretty much death %. And that's game 1.
And these are all best of 3.
Yeah, pools are best of 3, which is really rough, especially for a fox because you only get to go to one of Pokemon Stadium or FD, and ideally you would like to get to both.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, they probably ban FD, right? Would you ban FD?
If I'm the fox, yeah. It depends on the player. I personally ban Stadium because the platforms on Stadium are just at such a weird height that I can't really perform my game plan because I'm just gonna get canceled. Whereas I see FD as having none of the downsides of that, but being pretty much the same exact stage. It still sucks for me to go to, but I don't have to worry about weird platforms. But we have a weird pick here. Will has decided to go to Marth on FD.
This is his little thing now, is playing Marth. He did it at the last online tournament this past week. And just went Marth against a bunch of people.
Which is, if you have a good Marth, that's a really good thing to have, especially if you're a Sheik main, because you just took what could be your worst stage in the matchup and you've turned it into essentially a counter pick for yourself.
Yeah, that really must be useful. You just got to pocket Marth for Fox players.
But Will's Marth is not as practiced as his Sheik, and maybe even like like his box could be. So it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that Patrick Turner takes the game here.
Wasn't Will saying some shit about how since he watched J-Wick, he realized you just should throw him off the stage like Mewtwo King?
Yes, yeah. Will has been saying that recently. Is that tech chasing is not as important as just getting someone off the stage.
I just want to see him throw people off the stage. So
Patrick Turner's racking up a lot of extra percent here. He was kind of at like the 100 to 200% mark for a long time, and Will couldn't clean it up.
The second digit right there. He went to 200, 201. He went above and beyond.
Will just doesn't seem to have like Marth tech skill on point. It's like he wasn't ready to play Marth, and he just did it sort of out of like some sort of obligation. I feel like if he played Sheik, this would have gone a lot better for him so far.
Dude,
not to say he still can't clean it up.
Will drops this game and then really falls one to be so funny. He's just like, maybe you should just play Sheik on FD, bro. That would be so funny.
Patrick evens it up, doesn't let Will get any extra percent off this second stock.
I'm just saying, when I'm sitting there and I'm a stock above at high percent, I'm just thinking, all right, how much percentage can I get with this stock? I gotta make it last.
And that's super important. If you can get, even if you even stocks, if you have your opponent at like 70%, they're just one juicy opening from dying, and they have to rack up everything on you.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, don't get hit and just choose my points real hard, you know?
Yeah.
They're behind. I don't gotta do shit.
Oh, Will just calls them out with a nasty F smash, and that looks like to be it for the game.
Oh,
Carries him off and dares him. Oh,
that was
yeah,
kind of crazy.
A cool combo.
Now I have to beat Just.
Will's kind of nasty with the Marth.
Yeah, game 2 seemed to go like game 1. Will